Hey guys, Funkymusic here, and today I'm going to talk about what has happened to the TBC realms on Warmane. Some of you guys may notice it's no longer up here. So what happened? There's a thread. Outland is still there. You could still play there, I'm assuming for the time being, but there's a thread now, started 6 days ago, talking about it no longer being shown up here. As we all know, if you guys have looked at the numbers, TBC has been dying off. So what in the hell happened? What's been going on? As you can see here, we pulled up, this is from December 1st of 2019. This was the launch when they brought up the Medivh realm. So at one point in time, we had 20,000 players, according to Warmane's numbers, if those are to be believed to be true, playing here on the TBC realms, excuse me. And yeah, now we're down to almost none playing. So like I said, I've mentioned this in a few other videos that like TBC is just not as fun of an expansion. And you could say, well, Funky, when they release it on, live servers, it's going to do great. Look, we all know Classic's been an utter fucking joke. We're not even a year to Classic. Of course, the coronavirus has helped bump those numbers because they were, again, I have the video out there. You can watch it. Where Super Data reports they've lost 64% of their subs, and that was the subs they had even before Classic was released, so they're even below Classic numbers, way below Classic numbers. Classic helped them boost up to about 5 million, and now they're down, I think it's about 2.5. That was right before the coronavirus hit here in the US, and pretty much all of Europe, so yeah, I'm sure those numbers went back up a little bit during the coronavirus, but now that things are starting to get back to normal a little bit, we should see those numbers dip significantly lower once again, in my opinion, from what I've seen and what's going to happen here. So it's just crazy. I mean, you could sit there and say, a Classic launched and they lost a lot of people. Well, okay, people if they wanted to play Classic, there were Classic servers out there, guys, that they could have played during these times. There's still Classic private servers out there. So the release of Classic didn't mean that all of a sudden these realms just poof went out of nowhere. I'm sure that did a little bit of something to help people move away from TBC, but the server was basically dying before all that was going on. And you had a lot of well-known people playing here. Soda Poppin' was playing here. There was a lot of other. It had plenty. Soda even tweeted about it, playing Warmane's TBC realm tonight. Can't stream, so he was playing here. Like, it had plenty of hype, had plenty of people playing, and then just poof out of nowhere, just gone, dead. Yeah, TBC not as popular as what people want to make it out to be. If you go and look at, if we go just type in DKP minus here, and you compare that to the Wrath realms and how popular the Wrath realms are. Now, granted, the Classic realms did take a significant hit with, of course, Classic releasing, but there's still a couple, Elysium still has an average of 500, if these numbers are to be believed. Let's just assume. Chronos, I mean, there's still servers out there, but if you look at TBC, and TBC's always been just horribly dead. 1,000 to 2,500. I mean, and after that, after Atlantis, you got pretty much nothing here. Warmane's not even on the list anymore. Here they are, 0 to 100 now. How does a server like Warmane, why can't they at least maintain 2,500 to 500 players, or even 1,000 to 2,500? Is beyond me. You'd think with a name and what they do as far as promotion and a lot of people play there, you think they'd have a little bit more staying power. Now, I don't know how bad the bugs were there and whatnot. I don't know what really happened, but if you go to the Wrath of the Lich King private servers, here we go. You've got 5,000 plus, 5,000 plus, 25. Sunwell's got 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. I mean, they're huge. So, there's a multitude of reasons why I believe it died out, but, yeah, this is not looking really looking good for TBC private servers, in my opinion. And if Warmane can't even pull off a TBC private server, I know there's been that TBC questionnaire that went out, and maybe that helped kill what remained of the population off. I mean, we go back a couple weeks. Here you go. Here's one posted from 2018. They still had, January of 2018, still had about 7,000 players online. This is obviously not at peak times either, because Ice Crown would have been at 12K cap, so this must have been a late night. Here's Outland, November 20th of 2017, so 12,000. It's just crazy how, the server, 12,000 people, really 20,000 people just got up and left. I mean, I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts on it? What do you guys think about it? I personally said, that it was going to flame out and fail. There's no staying power with TBC for whatever reason. That there's never been a private server that's really had staying power with TBC. In all the years I've been playing private servers, there was one maybe, I think, that lasted, I can't remember the name of it. Ava's sister was a GM there, and I can't remember the name of it. But I think they lasted five years maybe, and they had like a 3K population. They had a decent population, but and this is way before Classic was announced, by the way, way before the Nostalrius stuff, way before any of that. And yeah, I just don't know. TBC just not really that great of an expansion that people really love. I mean, even though it was great for the rating, and it brought, arenas, and it brought a lot of quality of life changes, a ton of things got, switched up in TBC, which was great, but I don't know. How Warmane can't even maintain a TBC realm is beyond me. And Frostwolf, I know it's been dying, dead, doing whatever it's been doing for a while now, and personally, I just need to kill Frostwolf off too. Just stick with Wrath. That's the only thing you really got going for you. That way all your dev power could be focused in on one expansion. You're not splitting your time between, before you're splitting your time between 3 expansions. Now it's 2, and it mops mops the next one to go by the wayside. There's almost no point for this to even continue. Just cancel that and work on Wrath, as far as I'm concerned, because there's nothing for it, to be honest. So anyways, let me know what you guys thought. Did you guys think about the TBC thing? Did you guys play it? I played a little bit there. How things went? How was the scripting? Because I'm not really in touch with how that all went. I was there for the release of Kara and whatnot, but I never really did a whole lot in the game. So let me know what you guys think if you played there, and what do you think killed it off? Put your questions and comments and rage down below and let me know.